Bonjour and welcome to our Francophone immigration update in 5 minutes or less. My name is Valerie Kleinman and I'm a lawyer at Green & Spiegel who specializes in Canadian immigration. Today, we will go over some options for French-speaking candidates interested in programs outside of Quebec. Prime Minister Carney recently confirmed that Francophone immigration outside of Quebec will continue to be a priority for the current government. Targets have been set to increase these levels over the next few years. With that in mind, let's review some of the possibilities available to French-speaking candidates. First, I'll provide you with an overview of some options that may be of particular interest to Francophones looking at temporary residence categories. The Francophone Mobility Work Permit is a wonderful category available to candidates who have a high level of French language proficiency and have a job offer anywhere in Quebec, anywhere in Canada outside of Quebec. One of the advantages of this program is that the work permit level can be for any occupation level. It's not restricted to just higher tier occupations. Secondly, we have the International Experience Canada program. This is a program for youth who are citizens of countries that have a youth mobility agreement with Canada. There are 3 different streams available: working holiday, which offers an open work permit that isn't tied to an employer; young professionals, for people with a job offer that would be tied to an employer; and co-op, for students who need to complete a co-op work placement as part of their studies. Depending on the country that the person comes from, the criteria is different in terms of the age required and to participate and other factors, and the streams available and the conditions of participation will also differ. The final temporary category that we will discuss is focused on students, the Francophone Minority Community Student Pilot. This is a program for students who come from a member country of the Organisation Internationale de la Francophonie in Africa, the Middle East, or the Americas. Students must have an acceptance letter from a participating institution, and the program of study must be at the post-secondary level and have a duration of at least 2 years. French must be the primary language of instruction. There is an anticipated PR pathway, permanent residence pathway, for graduates of this program, and we are awaiting more details. This now brings us to a few permanent residence options that we're going to go over. Firstly, we'll talk about Express Entry. This is an application management system that the federal government uses to screen eligible candidates and invite them to apply for permanent residence. Eligible candidates can create a profile and enter a pool. They're given a score, which is used to compare them to other candidates in the pool. Within the system, the government has the option of selecting candidates under a Francophone category. The Francophone category is based on French language proficiency and score, meaning that candidates can be selected purely based on their French level, if it's high enough, along with meeting a score cutoff. When selected, the candidate can apply for permanent residence. Ontario also has a program that operates within Express Entry for French-speaking candidates. The Ontario Immigrant Nominee Program also surveys candidates that are in the Express Entry pool and is seeking candidates who speak English and French and meet other program requirements. Candidates can receive a notification of interest and then apply to the provincial nominee program. If they're successful, they'll receive a nomination certificate, which will then increase their score in the Express Entry pool profile, which will make it much easier for them to be selected to apply for permanent residence. Finally, we're going to talk about a new pilot program, the Francophone Community Immigration Pilot. This is a program that allows local communities to support permanent residence applicants. 6 communities have been selected to participate: the Acadian Peninsula in New Brunswick, Sudbury, Ontario, Timmins, Ontario, Superior East Region in Ontario, St. Pierre-Joli in Manitoba, and Kelowna, BC. Applicants need to have a job offer to participate from an employer that's been designated by the community, and the applicant has to have an intention to reside in that community. Thank you for participating in our Francophone update. That's all for now. Please get in touch with us if you have any questions about these options. Merci et bonne journée.